afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your hero, your lord of entertainment, off here to a fully sanctioned episode of Comedies 2. A 1 vs 1 on Vilshanka in the west. It is PFC fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Oberkommando West with the... let's just go with... 9th Panzer Division West East. It is Pineapple the Fruit Dude. Fighting here for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role here of the 6th Armored Division, Charles breaking through here towards the German border. We got here Sturmpunkte Reservations here fighting out in the early points over the centre victory point. At the point this is a lot of contestment, a lot of people getting away, stuck and then shot. Funny how that works. As let's go and continue, got rivaling south at sea, floating northwards. Engagement is obviously going to be won with the Sturmpunkte in the long run. It's basically a matter how long Pineapple decides to keep going before deciding to break off or get his men killed. In this case, Pineapple decides his men are more worth alive, alive than dead. A very, I think, wise commitment there from Pineapple. And a quick side note, of course, to remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps both me and you. And there goes second dog chose this tactical support. So we got light machine guns, half checks, air support of several kinds, plus Luftwaffe Calipes versus stuff that never gets used. Smoke and air reconnaissance, Fallschirmjägers, bandit assault, and airborne assault. Sturmpunkte restorations here, third Rifle on the way there for Pineapple. Bit of skirmishing there. Seizing the northern point. Slow moving ahead. There's basically trying to avoid the Sturmpunkte, and so obviously unless you can get like 2 squads to focus down, the Sturmpunkte will in most cases win a lot of 1 vs 1 engagements. And of course, that's exactly what Stingers using the resistance as bait to draw them into the rifle squad's line of fire there, getting them out of their comforts and away from the rest of the German army there. Good play by Pineapple, baited PFC there quite nicely. Third focus squad on the way there for PFC and the German army. Focus kicking in the door to the church and quick select positions, but almost got a wipe on the resistance here. Pineapple though does successfully get them out of their rifle moving up here by the statue of the church. Shooting away there, victorious step. The Sturmpunkte's going to get a wipe there, possibly on them. Yes, indeed, huge blow there to PFC in the early game here versus Pineapple. Losing your Sturmpunkte will hurt PFC's ability to fight and flank and do a lot of stuff there to Pineapple. And he's just also just as significant, I think, morale boost to Pineapple on a more personal level. Like, he just took out one of the more initial big threats. So that's going to help out a bunch there. PFC, the quick to replace the Sturmpunkte. Good word there, man. You would have seen PFC taking up very fast. In fact, he probably already is. Yes, indeed, it is the platoon command post. Or command post. Sturmpunkte scored halfway down in the south here. We've got Rifleman up against the Fulters here. Fulters not doing too well against the Rifleman. That'll be a win there for Pineapple in the long run. So far, PFC split all across the map here, but admittedly so is Pineapple. Of course, this is normally where the Sturmpunkte could be there to take advantage of it, but their debt is being replaced, so he can't really take advantage of it, I've seen otherwise fractured Pineapple. Trying the way there for PFC, very good, but he's going to be hard to take there because he had to replace the Sturmpunkte. Nope, cancels it. Possibly wants to get out something else here, and there we go, to turn it out there for Pineapple. Still some time before begin adding the Browning light machine guns to his infantry. In the south here, Fulters squad band we go getting charged for the Rifleman. It's going to retreat here, otherwise those Fulters are going to go down. And I'm not talking about history. Sturmpunkte flanking the Rifleman. If you can get a wipe here, that could definitely help sort of reset the situation a bit here for PFC versus Pineapple. But there you go. Pineapple much faster retreat and their sort of no-fitting position there. Still is a close one, but not close enough there for PFC. Of course, he may try and shift this around with Fallschirmjägers. That's probably why he's saving up the manpower right now. Instead of spending it on the truck, he's trying to go for some faster Fallschirmjägers. Nope, goes for the truck after all. Guess I was wrong. Lieutenant towards into the Fulters fighting back there. Bit of shooting here. Truck almost done there for PFC. In the meanwhile, Pineapple striking forwards, like most Pineapples want to do. Going for another assault in again. One-on-one Sturmpunkte tend to be again very favoured. But in sort of large engagement, they must quickly get focused down. There you go. There could be another wipe to PFC here in the early game. Nope. This time, Pineapple can't quite pull it off. And there you go, cancel the try again. PFC here, clearly suffering some indecision against Pineapple. Deciding to figure, like, could I get hit by a light vehicle? Is there any benefit to worry about it and just go for Fallschirmjägers, trying to hit hard back that way? I mean, there's a lot of the consideration there that going through PFC's head. In the end, does decide to go for the Fallschirmjägers in the hope that these elite German infantrymen can turn the tide there against Pineapple. Fallschirmjägers there routing the lieutenant. Well, further harassing him, I guess. Ambulance for Pineapple. No upgrades there. Rifleman quick moving to block the Fallschirmjägers push there for the carve point. And there go Geballte Ladung. Right on the rifleman. That was a bit on the slower side there. Had it been half a second slower, those riflemen would have been several meters below ground. Oh, well, all across the ground. Anyways, riflemen there charging at the Fallschirmjägers and heavy cover with the FT-42s and can't take case them from the match here for the rifleman. Lieutenant were quickly getting shredded here. These Green Devils are certainly living up to their reputation earned at Monte Cassino. And there go in the end, they are overcome, but not before reaping a high toll there from Pineapple's rifleman. Lieutenant got more troops within this, finding around the carve point intensifies. But could see a white pick? Could this be the first white from PFC on Pineapple? No. No dice. Truck finally has arrived here for PFC. I'm guessing with the timing, it's going to be a battle group headquarters. Just provide healing and then try and use the fuel instead to push for faster Schwerpanzer quarters. He could go for the mechanized regular as opposed to trying to rush out a Puma, but I think Luke's Puma right now would be less than optimal here versus Pineapple. Lieutenant shouting out for the Fultz Grenadiers. Going in hard for democracy. Fultz pushing back the rifleman there, fuel upon the south secure there, but at the same time as PFC pulls off that little coup there versus Pineapple, Pineapple is returning the favour. Sturm Pioneer flanking about here in the far south, going for the reaction there by the fuel point. The FT-42s claiming some casualties. Truck remains silent here, and there you go. Sturm Pioneer is going to have to retreat. Would be unfortunate that PFC loses another Sturm Pioneer squad to Pineapple, but that looks like to be exactly what's gonna happen. Good lord. That's expensive there for PFC. That's 600 manpower down the drain, and we got the mechanized regiment. Got the reasons, but not quite compensating for 2 full Sturm Pioneer squads wiped out. That's going to be harsh there for PFC. It's going to be very harsh, and I think that's going to push more of the struggle onto the shoulders here of these Fallschirmjägers. Rifleman charging at the Fultz Grenadiers here. Fultz need to retreat. PFC is definitely trying to push the infantry as hard as possible, which I think is obviously displaying a few issues there. Half take out. Pineapple there striking hard once more at PFC, sensing weakness and sensing an opportunity. Commits it to the anti-aircraft half tech. Could also stuck to a regular half tech. Honestly, I think that could work out just as well, but anti-aircraft half tech is going to be a bigger issue there immediately. We got light machine guns there on the lieutenant as well. That's definitely, I think, going to necessitate a Puma. Well, could also go for the Lukes, obviously. Just stick to that. All the way. Quart man there about ready here for the anti-aircraft of the half tech. 450 caliber machine gun. Fulton's about to get wiped out if they do not get out of there very fast. Almost annihilated there. Not good. Really close one there. Looks halfway down there for PFC and the 9th Panzer Division. As the 6th Armoured so far is leading with its mechanized infantry column, it would seem. Looks halfway down there. Assaults in there for PFC's Fultz Grenadiers. Bit of skirmishing. Turning ahead. Bit of quiet there. Looks almost done, and there you go. Light halflings pans out here for PFC. As Pineapple's equipping more of his men with the Browning light machine gun. 30 caliber. Close to the half turn, there you go. Lieutenant caught here by the looks. No anti-tank weapons, and of course it's going to be quite vulnerable, but he's obviously going to prioritise the half tech here, so that's the, I think, more immediate issue for him. Plus, it's going to be a bigger loss, and he's more likely to wipe that out, trying to get away than the lieutenant. So there you go, half tech down to half of there. Go Ralph Scott quickly moves in to cover up the retreat there of the half tech. Tries to circle around here. Not a bad move there. Not a bad move, but of course going to give Pineapple more time to get the half tech out of there, possibly. And there you go, Luke's breaks off, but still doing some damage there to Pineapple. His half tech did survive though with a lot of very large puncture holes in the armour. Fighting is moving ahead here. Captain out, they're probably going to be for an anti-tank gun. Does give PFC more time to maybe get out some armor of his own here versus Pineapple. The north point there being seized. Lieutenant moving ahead here. And there we go, we do get the M1 anti-tank away there for Pineapple. Arriving there, getting hosed by the Luke's autocannon. And of course, cracks the machine as well. The Fighters running defensive ambush position, ready to hose any Americans with some good German lead. Sick anti-tank and almost done for Pineapple, but there you go. Got too close with the Looks and suffers engine damage there, forcing PFC now to go for a third Sturm Pioneer squad. That's gotta hurt in some way. There you go. Goodbye landing on the flank. Oh, not close enough there to do any damage. Having to hit against the Looks. Or this into the Looks line of fire, but the Looks is not nearly as big a threat this time around to it as it can't pursue. Still slowly approaching Mechany 2. And there you go. Fresh Sturm Pioneer squad. Medical supplies being dropped as well. 9th Panzer Division's front line is slowly shrinking in the face of PFC's increased boldness and aggression as he leads the way for freedom and democracy. Half taking the northwards there, close to Veterans 1. Need to fix up the Looks in the south here, folks. Grab the southern point here, could threaten the fuel point again there. Half tank gaining Veterans 1, 3 kills. Unleashing a withering storm of lead there from the back of the half track. Looks charging in this one is repaired. There we go, still hits in the rear armor, pushing him down to less than half of an amount of moments. And very close for two, but there you go, M1 anti-tank arrives, shoots and misses. Still not something to link around there since the M1 anti-tank has a very high rate of fire, which makes it very dangerous for any sort of medium or light armor. And he does manage to get away before it suffers any sort of actual impact with an armor piercing round. Partner volley could begin taking up that, but he's not giving PFC a bit more time to perhaps catch up in the tech race as well. And there you go, full frontal assault here, the Fudge Megas, and the Fudge will straight into the half track though, which means the assault's not going to go much further, except one grenade here doesn't do enough. Still forces away the Rifle Squad there. In the south, unit pushed back this with the captain successfully advances with a BAR in his hand. The Browning automatic rifle. Back here, we've got a bit of reinforcement here going on there for PFC. And Pineapple standing about here as well. No tech yet. Grab the northern point. Do we got Browning light machine guns in the captain as well as just the BAR? Just the bar there for Pineapple. Guess he likes his captains like he likes his pineapple pizzas without a Browning light machine gun on them. Luke's moving about there. Anti-tank and they're being hosted by the Looks. Infantry moving force as well. Small assault force there for PFC. Looking to overwhelm here. Now we'll get rid of the anti-tank and that also opens up here the half track as a potential target. But no. Lieutenant with the bazooka ball hidden there behind the brown light machine gun. At least he can't easily spot it. Now he needs to pull back the Looks before it gets destroyed. Trying to pantherfast here the half track. The assault ultimately petered out there for PFC. Was close. That was really close. And had it succeeded there, I think Pineapple would have been in a much tougher spot. Instead, PFC turns attention to the captain in the south, looking to overwhelm in the north, though he might have forgotten the Fudge mix, but there you go. Managed to get them out before they join the two other Sturm Pioneer squads. And in the south, the captain does go down. A small tactical win here for PFC. Does get rid of one issue, though obviously there's a lot more issues, and they all speak American. Back here, troops leading force and take up there as well, whereas PFC is yet to take up. It's yet to move up the tech tree. In this case, with the Oberkommando, it's more of a tech shrubbery. Sherman away there for PFC, leading the way there for democracy. And PFC that's going to need some anti-tank on to stop that. Could consider Panzer and the Sturm Pioneers in a pinch, but others are kidnappers. And I suppose in a matter of desperation, Pumas could be considered as well. But others think taking up there for some armor would be the best option, obviously. After with 7 kills, expecting 2 Sherman slowly getting ready. Defending the northern fuel at 72, fighting to lead the way there. Anti-tank opening up here in the Looks. Almost taken out there. Once more, pulls it out of there just in time. Major moving ahead, of course, shook the signal there to PFC to expect tanks incoming soon and probably should just push out like kidnappers. flank here is sadly not working out. The PFCs encounter the half-tech and rifleman there. That's a good chance of a wipe here. Another wipe on PFC, who's just been struggling to land the same there on Pineapple. There you go, the Kedman from the way. Got the M43 out there for Pineapple as well, adding the 50 caliber there on top, just to round things off. MG-34 covering the centre. We got 364 versus 390. Sherman rolling ahead here through narrow roads to the north. 50 caliber there almost ready to hose down some crowds. Rakednev almost done. To light up Shermans like Roman candles. There you go, Major in the south struck by the looks. Quick retreats of war, joining the captain in the grave. After moving forward, they could get Panzerfausted here. Small chance. Which point he could be able to catch it, or they can maybe take up. But there you go, Sherman from the north flank in MD-34. Infantry backing up their assault as well. Definitely a problem there for PFC. Northern field, but they're being grabbed as well. He needs to get the Fighters down there to deal with that. But Kednev getting a good hit on the Sherman. Looks firing. Panzerfaust can't land here for the Fultons. They're still on cooldown. Here we're finding here Sturmfaust get down to half health. Need to be careful with them this time around. Can't afford, I think, to throw more Sturm Pioneers. Kev trying to pursue. We've got Smoke down there as well. Further causing conflict. Looks like it wasn't smoke, was it? It was smoke, but only one managed to go off. It seems Sturm Pioneers down to less than a quarter of health. 2 men. Folks moving ahead here. Again, over the top, we got Brandhand going out north. Fighting intensifies up north here. Falchi makes right from the, and looks all just fired out. And there you go. Band grenade on the retreat path. Oh, still not enough to get a land. Proper wipe here. Again, push back. Falchi goes right here as well there. Could try and go for a wipe here, but the situation still remains a bit tense. He needs to grab that fuel point back and needs to tech up. Or again, in a matter of desperation, I suppose, go for a Puma. Since that can somewhat fight the Sherman. Halfling Hawk says range, but looks here. Rearmor exposed, taking heavy damage here. Could also get too close to the Fightmakers and the Panzerfaust. There you go. Might have been a miss. Suiga clicking here. Half track taking intense damage. Ace level there, but the looks takes a hit from the M1 anti-tank and saving the half track. Oh, looks also barely survives there. Close shave for both of them. If in fact been any closer, they probably wouldn't be having any noses. And to tank are now halfway to Vetch. 2 back here. Troops reinforcing. More brown light machines being had out there to PFC's men. Looks in dire need of repairs, and PFC's in dire need of some tanks. Sherman striking forwards. Meanwhile, it is not waiting for PFC to get those tanks up. But there you go. Surprise Raketwerfer. Rocket to the side. Brandhand gone in and right from the south, scorching through them. Up north, we've got a fresh infantry assault here against PFC's Falcon Megas, close to 24. Very, very close. Fun fact, as the war went on into the late stage, they would actually raise a lot of Fallschirmjäger divisions, but in most cases they're only Fallschirmjägers in name, as they had none of the training or even some of the equipment. For example, they just were basically wore regular Stahlhelms, and in fact in most cases they were basically the equivalent of Volkskontingent divisions. A lot of those, for example, fought in Operation Market Garden, as a little fun fact. So, little fun side note there about Fallschirmjägers. Of course, the earlier ones were truly elite infantrymen that could take on a lot of obstacles and fought very bravely and stubbornly against the Allies. In North Africa and in Italy are some of their greater examples. Looks halfway to Vetch 4. Try on the way there finally. Might need to go up for a Jagdpanzer here. Panther, I suppose, could also be an option of the Panzer 4. Half-track rushing forwards again into the Fallschirmjägers. Rakednev landing good hit. Cuts here Panzerfaust, and maybe they're finishing Rakednev. There you go. Oh! And the half-track finally goes down. Lewis is ejected right into a tree where the squirrels finish him off. Calliope out there from Pineapple. Looks charging forwards there, dodging an anti-tank gunshot here in the centre though. Pineapple has his own plans as he swings forwards with the Sherman. Against the exposed centre-south here of PFC. Very good counter push there by Pineapple, but up north the lines are collapsing. We've got a Calliope moving up here directly to, I think, shoot right into PFC's advance there. A aggressive counter push there by Pineapple. A real backhand slap with a firecracker attached to it. There we go. Fallschirmjägers retreating. Need to get out of the church as well. Rocket shouting up on it. And the MD-34, I think, barely managed to go out before the entire thing collapses. In the south, rather than advancing. Troops setting out. Ramen advancing on the full Scandinavia. Unleashing a violent torrent of lead from the light machines. There you go. Shroud Panther quarters finally down there for PFC. Of course, still needs to authorize it, so this is going to take a bit more time for anything to really come out of it, except all of a sudden, but of course, this does open up for at least FT-42s on the Fallschirmjägers, which is, is not exactly bad. Looks like they're getting mentioned for. You got 316 with 299. Looks really just taking into the rifleman. 8 kills so far there. Heading south against the rifleman. Sherman through the center. There you go. Kenman's landing a great hit there with his 88mm rocket. Fox makes moving ahead. They're very, very close to F-25. And the south here, we could see an infantry wipe there on Pineapple. There we go. Gets one. The Rifle Squad, but there you go. The M1 enter tank at least man to take out the looks. A significant blow there to PFC, as that's going to make it harder for PFC to control Pineapple's infantry. So that is going to hurt. And there you go. Authorization done. We'll have to see what PFC goes for. Is it a Panther? Is it a Panther 4? Or does PFC for some reason decide to try and go for the King Tiger, which I think right now would be inadvisable. Show them they're being fixed up. MT-54 setting out. $50 couple on the way there for Pineapple. Sherman there, 7 kills. Veterans 1. Sandbags being hauled up there. Again, getting ready to sort of resist the assault here. Fighter in particular being quite good at it, though. Finally getting their second pair of FT-42s. And there goes Sherman suffering heavy damage from the cannon as the impact upon it. Tearing through the armor. Like hot knives through butter. And it goes Smoking down in to assist the assault. Very good there. Need to be careful not to extend the Fallschirmjägers. They're doing it, but at the same time, wielding 4 FT-42s, they can really do some heavy damage. There you go, Sherman firing to the smoke, though. Recently predicting how the Fallschirm is going to move through it. And the Fallschirm would like to get away there. Ace level bar with 4 FT-42s. Need to be careful there. Oh, careful, careful. He's trying to get that Sherman, but he might be moving it too far. They couldn't risk losing the Kevin was there to him. And, oh, close one there. And there you go, Calabi Barrage turning the tables here on PFC, destroying one of the Kevin's crew, leaving one of the Kevin to be seized here by PFC. For Pineapple, there's not PFC, unless he's Pineapple First Class, in which case, technically, he's PFC as well. But a different kind of PFC. Sturm Pioneers there, charging ahead, where Kevin, though, is lost to the Americans. And there you go, commits to the Panther 4, Ausführung J. Up north here, major seizing points there. In the south, we got a Fox flank up behind the 5th Cavalry. Very good there. Riflemen in backed up here by the 2nd 5th Cavalry there. Good move by Pineapple, getting up a lot of 5th Cavalry to help deal with all the infantry. In particular, the Fallschirmjägers will require some heavy suppressive fire to put a stop to. So, good move, I think, there by Pineapple. Good read there on PFC. Panther 4 is almost done. Of course, with the Kednef and then to tank and plus the Sherman, it's going to be a bit tricky there. So PFC will have to handle the Panther 4 judiciously, or risk losing it very quickly, in which case it's going to get pretty bad for the Germans, obviously. Air recon out there for PFC Pineapple. Got the Panther 4 moving out there, but short munitions for the upgrade for that one as of yet, but that can quickly change. Going to assault the Shroud Panther quarters. Engaging it with the anti-tank guns. The Kedner for Panther 4 flank from the south here, going for the Sherman. Sherman trying to clear out the anti-tank guns. A bold maneuver here by PFC. Need to cover the knock loose. There we go, gets the M1 anti-tank gun. That's definitely big there. That would definitely have to be considered the biggest threat to the Panther 4 due to, again, its high rate of fire. And now the Sherman's a bit isolated here. But Kedner push back. If you can either salvage or steal, that'd be great there for PFC, in particular versus the Americans. Ironically, the M1 anti-tank is great because, again, most of their armor isn't too heavily armored, in which case just having an anti-tank gun that shoots very fast is great. So that's actually going to be a bit of a problem there for Pineapple, depending on how PFC makes use of that M1 anti-tank gun. Calabi Barrage launching a full volley into the north. Now, there also existed a truck-mounted version of it, known as the xylophone. Fun fact there. She's in the northern point here, pulling back the Panther IV repairs. Need to fix up that Panther IV, and there you go. Plenty of resources with Pineapple, so I have to see what it goes for. PFC may want to consider at some point some additional Fallschirmjägers, since having 2 squads of those 54 I think could be quite efficient here versus Pineapple. Finding on the southern victory point here. Fresh reconnaissance there from Pineapple. We got the M36 Jackson tanks on the way there to surveil the skies and look for any cracks below. Fixing up the Schwerpanzered quarters. Make good work. They may want to activate the anti-aircraft mode to at least shoot down the air reconnaissance there. And there you go. Good hit on like Kednaver from the Panther IV there. Bravely called in suppressive fire from the Schwerpanzered quarters. They got a bit too close to the arc of fire. Using the southern points here. Panther IV taking heavy damage. Did get like Kednaver. Removing both of PFC's anti-tank guns. Helpful there for Pineapple's anti-tank guns. PFC still got one like Kednaver. Unit wiped as well there. PFC slowly turning the game around against Pineapple. It seems landing more and more hits that actually hurt quite significant. And there you got Kednaver destroyed. In the south here, Fallschirmjäger is advancing. 29 kills. Another Panther IV model down the way there for PFC. Right moving ahead here. Jackson sitting out there for Pineapple. We got to the fire raining down here. Somewhere? Oh, here. Basically looking to clear out the machine gun nest that PFC had set up. And could hit the fuel point there, but I guess could also decide not and just hit this from the south here. Second Panther IV halfway down there. Could have tried a Panther here, I suppose, or a Yak Panzer, but I mean, 2 Panther IVs is always great. Panther and the Sherman, at least attempted, but quickly stopped as well. 30 kills on those Fallschirmjägers. And crosses first class for that unit, and there you go. Probably need to retreat soon before that becomes a posthumous Knight's Cross. 200 points left here for PFC versus Pineapple. Great hit on the Sherman there, damaging his engine. Second Panther IV rushing out there. Go fresh Caliber barrage here to once more try and break up PFC's assaults. Big push here right through the Caliber barrage. Kednaver they're taking damage. Panther IV they're breakdancing apparently. Secret German technology, which ultimately never really panned through, that would later see some commercial success in the American entertainment industry. Panther IV needs to get away. Damage engine in the Panther IV. Veterans 1 gain though. Great hits in the rifle squad, but losing the Panther IV. Nice move. Basically what he's doing here is basically rushing in front of the other Panther IV to deter any pursuit of it, because if the Jackson is too close, he could risk losing it. So by moving in the Panther IV like this, he does allow the other Panther IV to get out of there. Nice maneuver there with PFC. Very nice maneuver. 2 thumbs up there. Some players would just, balk and just pull back the other Panther IV as well, but that would risk exposing the other Panther IV significantly. So by making a short counterattack here, he basically managed to divert attention away from the damaged Panther IV. And also make it harder for PFC to go, or Pineapple to go for it. So, I mean, good maneuver there by PFC. Good veteran maneuver. Repair pioneers being added. That's also very handy dandy. Could stand to add some pin up machines to the Panther IVs, to be honest. Holding that one back for repairs. Falcons in Norfolks. Fun fact, there also existed Fallschirmjäger or Fallschirmpioniere, which were basically, well, pioneers for the Fallschirmjägers, and they were generally even tougher bastards than the Fallschirmjägers, with some pulling off some really amazing feats of, well, nasty stuff against the enemy. But generally they tend to get less talked about, but still, they were pretty bad. Generally, in fact, when it comes to, like, units, pioneers, usually, at least the ones sort of part of the division, usually a notch above the rest of the unit. They're sort of considered division's elite alongside the reconnaissance troops. They were fun fact, in fact. Panther IV getting the major here, wrapping up as well. Anti-tank almost done there for Pineapple. We got the second Panther IV moving in here, engaging the rifle under heavy fire. Up north, the armoured assault here. As all of PFC's armours occupy in the south there, Pineapple moves forward here, taking advantage in fact of this, using the aircon to spot out what PFC is doing. Very good play there, Pineapple. Clearly a misclick there with the Calliope, but didn't get punished for it, which is a great luck there for Pineapple. There, got kept taking headshot for the Calliope, forced away there. Pants from the south there does wipe out one of Pineapple's rifle squads. A Kedman destroyed, and there's a good chance to actually annihilate it, and loses the Trap Punted Corders. So I mean, I'd say trading that off of rifle squad is actually not too bad though. Pineapple, not too bad at all. Need to fix out the Panzer 4 troops, the healing forcing. Sending in the Panzer 4 there, halfway to Vilshanka 2. But losing that one is going to hurt quite a bit here versus Pineapple. He'd either have true build or just consider going straight for a King Tiger instead. I suppose go for Puma. There go Panzer trying to push back the Jackson tank, trying to bring in as well to further sort of screen off any further action there. Noting that Pineapple has brought up another anti-tank gun. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Shouting at the Foxmen, the Fox with the Jackson tanks, we got the Champagne covering fire for it. 17 kills. Ooh, we got here airborne assault in. Looking to disrupt here Pineapple assault in the north. Almost got the 5th count machine gun there, but does get away there. Oh, no, doesn't get away. Does not get away. I repeat, it does not get away. It dies. Well, the crew dies. 50 caliber can be used by the German army and turned against here PFC with a bit of luck. They may have to call in some smoke from the French makers to carry out the retreat if he has the munitions, which he doesn't. So stealing away with machine gun there from Pineapple is a small win there for PFC and the German army. Ooh. Aircraft there almost took out the Sherman, but looks like it will get away there. I survive. Needs to get the pen for the lose of the anti-tank gun. Needs to see if he can't get some to repair the Schwab Hunter Quarters. He also needs more infantry. Like, he's shot on a lot of things right now. And he could consider a 3rd Panzer IV here, a Yak Panzer. Panther could also, in theory, work out. Just, you know, decision needs to be made, I think, made soon here. Panther IV, they're being repaired. Repair Pioneers are doing the best part there. You got 138 versus 286 there. Sherman, they're being repaired. MD-34 covering the southern point there. 35 kills on the Fallschirmjäger. Now the 5th cover there for Pineapple. And we got the 5th cover there setting up to support the Fallschirmjägers, and they push them to, I think it needs to be a bit closer here. And there you go, Yak Panzer with the PFC. I think that's a good pick with the Jackson tanks right out of the rest. Fallschirmjägers would consider blend cover. But of course screen them against machine gun fire and keep them unsuppressed. Or he's allowed to recover from it, but oh, there you go, blend cover off. Very good. Jackson going for the Schwab Punted Quarters. Yak Panzer is halfway done. Almost got the centre victor point out saying there, being flanked by the Foxmen and the 5th cover. Could lose it. Calliope barrage off, need to retreat the Sturm Pioneers. Oh, scheiße. Got the anti-tank gun, but the Schwab Panther goes down and the Yak Panzer does not arrive. Plus, he lost the Sturm Pioneer squad. A double blow there to PFC's gut there, which is definitely, I think, going to leave him reeling a bit here. Looking like, you know, he's making good recovery, and then that loss is really going to hurt. PFC is going to make it much harder for him. Not impossible, and he may now try and go for the King Tiger, but of course, that's still going to be some time away from hitting the field. And the question is, of course, even if the King Tiger does hit, will it be sufficient? Because PFC is already incredibly short on manpower as well. In terms of frontline infantry, in theory, just going for a Puma or 2 to bag up the armor versus the Jackson stuff there might actually prove to be a better choice here for PFC, since the Pumas, again, if they can sort of just flank them and have a good rate of fire, that we can sort of put pressure on the armor and the vehicles and allow the Panzer Force then to mop up the infantry. That might actually have better sort of possibilities. The PFC also is less manpower intensive, freeing up more room for infantry. So a pair of Pumas could in fact prove to be a better idea here in my sort of perspective, in my optics. Panzer need to be hauled back, firing on the centre, they're 50 up defending the victory point. Now the Sherman there for Pineapple and the 6th Armour. Sherman sitting out there. Adding a 50 cavalry to that one as well. More jump unit off a PFC. And a Battlefield headquarters. It does look like we'll be seeing a King Tiger. A lot of hits and the Panther pushing it down to half. Of course, the M1 anti-tanks would, of course, be one of the major counter arguments against the Puma, since the Pumas are quite vulnerable to it. But I mean, at least they're faster out, and again, allows for sort of more infantry, which again, I feel like it really should be a priority there for PFC as well. But anyways, we got 227 to 236. PFC is wounded, but he is not beaten. He is not out of this fight yet. Kemner there to back up his armoured infantry. Sherman zooming about. I mean, Pineapple could also easily do with more infantry versus PFC, to be honest. Like, just 2 infantry squads as well. Not ideal. But of course, he at least has a lot more armour to somewhat compensate for it, compared with PFC. Plus, better combined after the Calliope there providing artillery support. Whereas PFC has no artillery. And there you go. First squad wiped out. In the south, there's Sherman exploiting here PFC's openings. Quickly striking through the south. That's going to need armor support to deal with it. Machine gun wiped out by artillery fire, backing up the Sherman. Pineapple is definitely getting a lot more aggressive, a lot more bold here versus PFC as the game goes on. And he's controlling more and more of the resources and the map. He's feeling less worried that, you know, he could make a mistake that could allow PFC to win the game. There you go, Panther's counter-attack, but there goes Sherman Ace on the flank here. Panther going to extend it, comes quickly to focus down. We've got the M1 entertainment providing fire support there further. PFC that doesn't seem to keep trying to take out those Shermans. Other one going in there. Still the machine guns added there. Fire to make support. Cutting through, pop Valiant Assault to at least make the fire to make a certain one. But certainly a bit surprised here that there's been no use of Valiant Assault at all at times from PFC, since again they would have made his attacks with infantry and defenses much more effective. Got the anti-tank gun, but his tanks can't push through there. He almost lost his fire to makers as well, so PFC, while doing some damage to the PFC, I think has not done, I would say, sufficient to really sort of turn the tide yet. Ground back in the fuel point there for the fatherland. Back here, troops reinforcing. Panzers being pulled back for repairs once more. Both fetching 2. One, though, closer to fetching 3 than the other. Anti-tank recruit there by Lieutenant. Sherman being fixed up. Panther 4 heading back. And we got fresh air contact from Pineapple once more, gaining fresh intelligence on the situation there. PFC, where to strike, where not to strike, and how to strike possibly as well.
Keep up the pressure. They're down to 100 points.
Less than 100 points there left for PFC. Got the fuel now for the King Tiger. Manpower wise, this is some time to go. Machine gun they just annihilated. Buried beneath a carpet of rockets. 40 kills on those Falchmakers. They're definitely doing their part for the fatherland.
The capture point is being overrun.
Panther Norfolks. Sherman setting out. Heading south against the Fallschirmjäger.
Germans down to 75 points.
75 points left here for PFC. Sherman up north, or Panther up north, hitting hits here from the tanks and tank destroyer. Nice position now about to hit the east. We've got a fresh airman assault in the south. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, it does allow us fighters to reinforce the front line, but the question is, can they survive doing that? We got 65 versus 225. King Tiger is very close, but still roughly a minute off due to the manpower. Still being a very heavy price than PFC. Particularly when you're already like behind, trying to save up for like 720 manpower is quite the price tag. In the end, he also has to reinforce his troops. Always again, he just does nothing, and like he can't afford to nothing because again, it's all down to 58. So like PFC is trying. No, he still ends up doing it, but he's just trying to do so many things at the same time with so little. Like if only his resources could match his ambition. But sadly, resources are a bit not matching up there.
Tank ready. They just fell to 50 points.
49 versus 225.
A capture point
Fighting
is
ran
under
from the center
attack.
victory point. Ordered not to fight anything. Making use of the terrain there. The Cleveland crew exterminate. Panther 4 moves ahead here. Southern victory point seized for the riflemen. We got 38 versus 225. Panther 4 being engaged with the Shermans, including the AC with 24 kills. Vilshanka spotted. Panther 4 down. Got the center victory point, but at a significant cost there to the German army in their sector. He's down to just a Sturm Pioneer squad, the Vilshanka, the MG, and a Panzer 4. The rest is dead or destroyed.
Germans are on the ropes. They're down to 25 points.
Almost mentioned the fleet. Also not far off from that King Tiger. Sturm Pioneer versus the Rifleman, very close veterans 1 there.
Running one of our capture points.
Routed, gaining veterans 1, Panther 4 being slowly fixed up. And there you go, King Tiger. With just 19 points left, PFC believes in victory.
Send your orders.
Though how that victory looks like is a lot harder to say. So there you go, Tiger 2 out there for PFC. Sherman lands a good hit. Well, good miss I suppose, at least it looks frightening. King Tiger advancing, we got 16 points left here. King Tiger there taking directly here from the Jackson tank, saw ace level, could easily have the HP up round to increase damage as the King Tiger, or at least increase penetration. Vilshanka aces charting across the broken battlefield here, threatening with Panther Pass and whatnot. And there you go, HP up round to activate on the Jackson tank, so Panther 4 charge hit there. King Tiger misses, Panther 4 hits, eventually 3 gained. Misses though, and there you go, more armoring in. King Tiger being pushed back. We got 10 points left versus the 225 here of Pineapple. Vilshanka is being torn to shreds. The King Tiger now charges forwards. Has to, I suppose, do or die here, and there you go. Looks like it is very much a case of the dies for PFC. Sturm Pioneer trying to flank, easily thwarted. Vilshanka went down in a blaze of glory, and there you go. GG, game over. A loss for PFC, a victory for Pineapple. A brutal 1 versus 1 here on Vilshanka. Was some good plays from both sides, but in the end, PFC I feel like had some issues with unit composition, also some tactical issues, which rather allowed Panthers to get back. And then, of course, I really feel like just going for a bunch of Pumas probably would have worked out better than going for the King Tiger, but that's just me. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Subscribe, like, share, comment on, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell your enemies. If you like what I do and wish to support, you can donate or pledge on Patreon, which certainly make me quite happy if you did. Links in the description. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all tomorrow again for another exciting episode.